Aloha, and welcome to another edition of Living Authentically Out Loud. Adena Sampson here. And today's topic, there is only love. That's right. When you think you've lost your way, you haven't. I know we've all been feeling like that these days. But just remember, there is only love. There's only love, truly. So, what do we do when we feel lonely, right, and hopeless? What do we do? Normally what we want to do is move right or left, right? We don't really want to sit and just feel, do we? It's really uncomfortable. We don't really want to go through the whole detox, right? Yet the middle way, right in the middle road, right? The middle way encourages us to do just that, to sit with where we are at and feel, right? It encourages us to awaken the bravery that exists in us. You know, the middle way, if you've heard about the Zen teaching, the middle way is wide open. Yet it's tough going because so much of what it teaches goes against our patterns, right? Goes against really our knowledge of what we're taught as a whole. And when we feel lonely or helpless on these times, in these ever-shifting times, in these spaces, we look for something to save us, right? We look for a way out. You know, when we get this queasy feeling we call loneliness, our minds go wild trying to find ways to save us from the despair. I mean, really, it almost is a survival mechanism, right? Fight or flight, right? But really, when our minds try to find ways to save us, this is called unnecessary activity, whether that's you know, keeping yourself so busy you can't see straight, you know, who knows? I mean, you can go get lost in the wilderness. I mean, there's so many ways that we can, we grasp for, like I said, substances, we get addicted, whatever it is, but we keep ourselves busy so we don't feel any pain. And scrambling for, security has never really brought us anything but momentary joy, right? And we keep lapsing until these phases. I mean, how long in your life, or where have you been in certain circumstances of your life? How have you felt? Have you found yourself here before? I'm sure you have. Really, what it comes down to is plugging in, tapping into source. What is source? When I say there is only love, truly there is only love. And sometimes we forget, we think we can do it all on our own, right? I know, as Wonder Woman, right? As the person who is an individual, who does it, who goes, and it took me many, many years, and especially it wasn't until I truly moved to Maui that I was able to really let go and surrender of my way, realizing that there is oneness, that I am not just an individual, that there is more, whether it's God, Jesus, Buddha, the flow, energy, the universe, whatever you may call it. Once again, I am open. I want to make sure that everybody understands that whatever your beliefs are, it is okay. Just tap into source. Because there's more than just you. And sometimes, in these ever-shifting times, when we've got to get something done, we've got to move forward, we've got to make it happen, oh my God, I can't breathe, what are we going to do? We turn to survival, which is only natural. I'm not saying that it is not. However, when you stay in that survival mode and you push and you push and you push and you try to do it on your own, it's exhausting. It's almost impossible. Once again, it's like you're pushing uphill. And even though we may manage to get through it and even break through for a while, we tend to always get back to the same patterns of losing what we've created somehow. And that's because we haven't tapped into source. It's like trying to make toast in a toaster, right? But you're not plugged into the wall. You can try as you might to try to make the toast, but there's nothing plugged into source to make that happen. So how is it any different than ourselves? Plugging into spiritual awareness, plugging into saying prayers, getting up every morning and doing a ritual that helps support your day, listening to affirmations, CDs, personal growth. There is so much out there to assist us right now. There are so many people like yourself going through the same thing. There are people who are there to give you a heads up, a handout, a different way to think about things, a different perspective. right? Neil Donald Walsh just came out with a book called When Things Change, Change Everything. So I just want to let you all know that there is only love, even in the parts that are so uncomfortable. And right now we can do what we do on a daily basis, but if we do not shift and change our perspective, if we do not add something that plugs us into source on a daily basis, we cannot shift and create and have something that actually ends up being more stable, right the middle way, something that's a place that we end up feeling balance in, because we're going to keep creating these survival modes. We'll get up and then we'll hit bottom again. We'll get up and we'll hit bottom again. So what is it in your life that you need to shift? How are you going to change your perspectives? What you're creating in your business, in your relationships with each one another? How is that going to change? You are the only one that can change from the inside out, not the other way around. What is holding you back? And even though you're afraid and you can't breathe, you don't know which way to go and what is next, I urge you, it's a little every day. Take small steps. Go to classes. Go to inspirational groups. Get up every morning and just meditate. Go to bed every night listening to a CD. Maybe, you know, a couple times a week you speak to somebody. What's an hour of your day around everything else that we're surviving with? An hour of your day that can completely shift what is happening in your life. So there is only love. That is the truth. I just want to state that. Remember, you are not alone right now in this time, in this space. There is only love. Tap in to source. Plug in. When you realize that, you can relax. You are not alone and you are fully supported. Trust in that. Know that. You are not alone. We are not alone. Much love, light, and aloha. Until next time, please visit www.outloudproductions.tv, where we offer a safe place for you to live in your truth. There is only love. Love that heals and love that sets us free. Hold on to that, guys, through these times. Love you. Love you all. There is